So here we are, 7:54, back on that again. The petrol tank is nicely tucked under the quilt, as it should be. I've now got the parts for the second leverder, so that will be put back together soon, which is well good. Been waiting for a long time for that. So, 7:54, trying to get this petrol tank on. The first thing I'm going to do, because what I've got to try and miss is this bit here, which is, as it's pulling up, is hitting on the tap. So I can try and pull this way on this bar, and I've done that before, but all that does is pulls the bar this way. It doesn't actually move any of this. So what I'm going to try and do now is I'm just going to release the screws on these two and each of these things. I will check it all over for leaks, but bearing in mind that these rubbers, I think, well, I haven't changed them, so they've been on since at least 1984, which is when this thing was last on the road before I bought it a couple of years ago. So these are in remarkably good order. And but I've got some new ones in case these are split, because when I take it off I'll check things like this to see whether they're splits, and this, which I don't think is a split, but I will check it all when I've got it loose. I'll take the pods off first, and then we'll see if we can just pull this back just enough to miss the tap on the petrol tank. So I'll get on with that now, and we'll see what happens when I've finished. Okay, well, I've got two rubbers on now, and I've put them in place, and I've moved them around as much as I can. So I don't know if you can see this very well. I'll try and get this under another one. Oop. Right, under that one, so you can see that now this misses, and there's quite a gap there. This is all just by rotating these rubbers around, so you get it to slightly move the carburetors inside, and that's done enough to give me that much gap, which I'm hoping that now I'll do one rubber at a time. So I'll do this one next, and it is I kid you not, it is a pain in the arse, because you have to keep taking off, keep putting on, keep taking off, keep putting on, and trying to move these rubbers around, I don't know, maybe a millimetre at a time until you get the correct fitment. And now I'm going to have to do that again, take them off again to try and get this one sat on right, and then finally number one. So this is going to be a long haul job that tries my patience, but if it gets the tank sitting right and gets the throttle working okay, then I guess it's worth it. Okay, I'll come back to you again soon. Here we are. So number 3 rubber is on, and if I can get this in, you'll see that we are now missing that tap. Let's see if I can get it from up there. We are now missing that tap by literally a good mile, country mile there. We're nowhere near it. And that's all because all I've done, I mean, these are new hoses, new rubbers, but all I've done really is just turn them a little bit. And once I've got the first two set, it's just then a case of finding the setting for the others as you put it on. Now, anyone who's worked with multi-cylinder machines will know that continually taking carburetors on and off is a recipe for getting more injured than if you threw yourself into a bag full of feral cats. So this is a little tip from me, and I learnt this a long time ago from a guy on a very old early four-cylinder Japanese bike. It's quite a simple method. It's a ratchet strap. I use the automatic ones because they're easier to get on, but you literally just get one in position, just hold them in place, ratchet strap it up, and the ratchet strap will pull those on, and it works a treat. And it's a lot of faffing about to get it set up, but once you got it set up, my God, is it easier to get your stuff on and off, your carbs on and off, without bashing yourself, cutting yourself, smashing yourself and everything else. So just a little tip there, ratchet strap, do them up slowly. Again, of course, everything's slowly, and you'll find that that will put them on. As you can see, this holds my carburetors slightly down on a slope. It'll be interesting to see what that does to the to getting the fuel into the cylinders. Only time will tell. I'm assuming it will be okay, but we'll find out once I've got it all together and we fired it up. It may not actually look from a distance as if it's that bad, but number 3 on, I'll tighten that up so it's in place, and then I'll do number 4. So there we have it. I now have the petrol tank sat in there. It did move back in a bit, as you can see, when I put number 4 on, but overall it misses. It's only just, but it misses, and that's the main thing. So there you go, a whole day pretty much to change the rubbers on here and move that petrol tank away from the tap by the smallest of margins. But that has taken me the best part of, I don't know, 4 hours, and I actually think I did pretty good seeing as I was on my own. I'm going to just tighten everything up now that I've got it in place. I'll put all of these on when I put the last rubber on, because I'm buggered if I wanted to take it all off again. Again, goes back to what we were saying. Anyone that's worked on a 4-cylinder engine knows that putting 4 carburetors in is a pain in the proverbial arse. I can take my strap off now, because I don't need that anymore, because they're in place. Good hack that. Just chuck a strap over it and let the strap do it, gently pulling it in. And I put 2 on this because I wanted one to pull the bottom in and then one to pull the top in. So that worked pretty well. So now I'll get all this back together, and I think the next thing I'll be doing is I need to put a new sat nav or telephone holder on it. So I've got a new one of those to put on. I'll get that on next, and then this is ready for the road. Well, for this year anyway. I mean, in the winter I want to take it apart and get all of this crap paint off it that somebody sprayed on it 10 or 15 years ago or 20 years ago, which is looking absolutely awful. So I can now get the tap off, fit the tap properly, get it all back together, make sure nothing leaks. Might put some new pods on. I've got some chrome ones which I might try, but I do quite like the black ones. And then it's ready for the next phase. So there you go, job done.